Here, just wait a second. I think I'm sitting on my phone or something. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so, I got a comment just asking about the Collapse cover by Adelitas Way. And I looked on Ultimate Guitar, of course, and I didn't realize there actually wasn't any tabs. So I thought I was going to show you guys exactly how I played my cover of the Collapse from Adelitas Way. It's a really cool song. If you haven't listened to it or actually checked out Adelitas Way before, definitely check them out because they're a really cool band. I'm also doing this because this is a really, really good song for beginners to learn. If you're looking to learn guitar and your guitar is currently set up somewhere around this tuning, you gotta definitely check out this song because it's awesome. So you're gonna want your guitar and drop C sharp. What that is exactly is it's gonna be your low E string, is gonna be C sharp, it's gonna be G sharp, another C sharp, be F sharp, A sharp, and D sharp. When I'm going to talk about where stuff is at, I'm going to be referring to the guitar as if it was in standard tuning, so don't let that kind of confuse you. It's just a whole lot easier for me to kind of go through it that way because even though my guitar is in drop tuning, I always still kind of more think of it like it's always in standard tuning. So yeah, as long as your guitar is in the drop C sharp with the C, G, C, all sharp, and then the F sharp, A sharp, and then D sharp, you'll be fine. So to start off with the clean intro part, it has that nice like really cool like reverb sound. That is starting off, and you're gonna probably have your ring finger on the 7th fret of your normal G string. Yep, there it is. So you're going to go 7th fret on your G string up to the 6th fret on your normal B string, back down to the 7th. Then you're going to jump up to the 5th fret on your normal E string, back down to the 7th, up to the 6th on the B, back down to the 7th on the G. And so you can hear that. That's the first little jumble of notes. Now for the second little jumble. It's kind of like that, but it just has a slight variation on that. And that's, again, starts off at the 7th fret on your G string, and it goes up to the 5th fret on your B string this time. Back down to the 7th on your G, back up to the 5th on your high, back down to the 7th on your G, then up to the 6th on your E this time. And you kind of hold it. So that's 7th on your G, 5th on your B, back down to 7th on the G, 5th on the E, back down to 7th on the G, and then hold that 6th on your normal E string. So it's that's the second jumble right there. Now we play that first jumble again, which was 7th on the G, 6th on the B, back down to 7th on the G, back up to 5th on the E, 7th on the G, 6th on the B, and back down to 7th on the G. Now we're going to do the third jumble. So we did the first jumble of notes, those little second little jumble of notes, and then we did the first jumble again. Now we're going to do the third, and again it's kind of like the first and second one, but this time it's also a little bit different. So that'd be 7th fret on your G string, up to the 5th fret on your B, back down to the 7th on your G, up to the 5th on your high E, back down to 7th on your G, 5th again on your B, back down to the 7th on the G. And then we play the first jumble again, and then the second jumble again, and then it goes into like the heavy riffing sort of parts. To play that for you, it's and that's it, right there. That's the whole intro part, so I hope you kind of like follow along with that. Yeah, like I said, it is a little difficult. You're just like juggling all these notes, and yeah, definitely trying to break it down into those little groups and clusters of notes. That kind of helped me to learn that whole intro section. So we just got the intro notes down on that really cool chorusy reverb part. That was the... Now we're going to get into like the heavier riffing as it goes through the verse. So what it is mainly is just a bunch of palm mutes on what would normally be your low E string, and it's just suspended chords. So to start off with this, what you're going to do is you're going to play a suspended chord, and you're going to have your index finger on the 5th fret of what's normally your low A string, and you're going to have your ring finger on the 7th fret of what is normally your G string. You're going to play a triplet on the low E, or what's normally your low E. In this case it's a C sharp. And you're going to play this triplet, and you're going to slide up 1 fret. So triplet. So it's dun 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 dun. You're going to do that again, and you're going to slide up. So instead of sliding it up to the 6 and 8, you're actually going to take that from the 5 and 7, and you're going to slide that up to the 8 and 10. So that's the 5 and 7, and you slide it up to the 6 and 8. Now you're going to play that triplet, and you're going to slide up to the 8 and 10. So as a whole, that's so that just kind of repeats itself as a pattern, and it's just going to go from the 5 and 7 to the actual 6 and 8, and then 5 and 7 to the 8 and 10, and then 5 and 7 to the 6 and 8. And then it has this cool like palm mute slash bending up on the low E string, and all that is so you're going to play 3rd fret on your low E string, twice open, then 3rd fret, then bend down. So you're going to pull the string down with your index finger to bend that note up. So yeah, in case you didn't get that, just to go over again one more time, it's 3rd fret, open, 3rd fret again, and then bend 1 step up. just the pattern that kind of repeats itself. And then real quick I should mention, before it goes into the verse and to the chorus, you have that cool like da na 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 na. And all that is you're just playing a power chord on your 10th fret, and you're just strumming down to your 8th, 7th, 5th. So it's so that's the whole entire verse section, and it just kind of repeats itself until it actually gets to the chorus.
References smell of smoke inside the residence. No smoke visible at this time. You'll be assigned to ALPS 2. K8984 2152.
Somebody probably just burned a pizza or something. Move on to the chorus, and it's pretty simple. It's just a bunch of power chords. And what I did for that is I just play the dun 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 dun, some kind of like strumming melody like that. And then down to your 3rd fret and 2nd fret. Open. So yeah, that's just open.
Player 16 en route, 428 West Cherry.
8th fret. The 10th.
101 on me.
And then as you're kind of like exiting the chorus, it's just on the 8th fret.
104 on me.
And it goes down to the 7th. And that's the whole entire chorus itself right there. And then it gets to the solo, and all I did is I just kind of made something up. You guys can too, if you'd like. But I also figured I'd show you exactly what I did. So it starts off on the high E string, the 5th fret. Then it goes down to the 8th fret on your normal B string. And it just kind of follows, that scale right there.
Fire 3, Fire 4 en route, 428 West Cherry.
I don't know if you can see that or not. But yeah, 5th, 7th on your B, down to the 6th and 5th. So I think I did that like twice, and then I did up on the 8th fret on your normal high E string. So 8th to 6th to the 5th. And then I kind of did that same thing on the B string. Something like that. Yeah, it'd be in the 8th, down to the 6th and 5th. And then 6th back up to the 8th. And then I did that same thing up on the top string. And then I dropped down to the 6th and went back up to the 8th on the B string. And then all I did is I knew I wanted it to end on the 13th fret on your normal high E string. So what I did is on the 8th fret, I just switched between the high E string and your normal B string. So, and then I slid up, and then went 13, 12, 12, 13. Yeah, 13, 12, 12, 13. And that's the whole solo right there. I think that pretty much covers the whole entire song. I hope you guys learned something from this. It's, like I said before, this is a really, really awesome song. It's really killer. I mean, it's not that hard to play, and it's just still rocks really, really good. So, yeah, definitely. If you have any questions or comments, just feel free to leave one for me, alright?